Hey guys, what's up? I want to do another video today. If you are skinny and discouraged, watch this. That is the title of today's video. It's basically what I want to talk about. And my water is always empty. Don't wonder why I'm dehydrated. I should go get water, but let me film this video real quick. So real quick, let's just try to go through this video. Let's go over some proof. I understand. I get it. I grew up skinny. I used to be self-conscious too. I heard a lot of the comments from my peers and my family, and I know what that feeling could feel like. I've seen both sides of this. I have been really skinny, and I've also been overweight. I grew up like 140 pounds, like all throughout high school, so I was pretty tiny. I was kind of a twig. And after that, I kind of blew up and got pretty fat too. But, I've been able to successfully manage that and go from skinny to fat and fat to skinny multiple times. I've also helped other people do the same thing. I've helped my clients put on muscle naturally, and I've also helped my clients lose fat. But this video isn't really for fat people. It's kind of for young, skinny, natural, drug-free guys who want to put on real natural muscle. It's not really for fat people. But, let's see. I've also got 15 years of natural experience in this. I've been lifting for quite a while. 26 years old, but I've been lifting since I was, like 5, 6. When I was 5 or 6, I started doing like 100 crunches a day. And I don't really know why. I think it's because I just wanted to have abs because it looks cool in movies. But yeah, I've got a lot of experience with this. On top of that, I've got 10 years of personal experience researching these topics. Everything from exercise, nutrition, programming, diet, recovery, freaking optimizing your sleep, all sorts of things. And I've done that through books. I've done that through videos. I've done that through paid coaching. I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for courses as well. And courses are cool because through each one, there's always a golden nugget in there. There's always something I can take away. So through that 15 years of lifting and 10 years of research, I would say I'm pretty qualified. So what am I trying to promise to you in this video? The promise that I'm trying to make for you is that you can have, basically all I'm trying to say is I'm trying to tell you that you could build significant, lasting, real natural muscle without obsession, without living in the gym, without meticulously tracking your calories and protein all the time or driving yourself absolutely crazy. Pretty much as you, the viewer, if you're a young, natural, skinny, drug-free dude, I want you to stop feeling self-conscious. I want you to gain some confidence, get actually strong, and I want you to get to the point where you're actually proud of how you look like, and I want you to be proud of your physique. The plan here with this video is to kind of cut through the noise, cut through the confusion, go through some fundamental mistakes that are keeping yourself, skinny guys, stuck. We'll go over some straightforward, effective paths to real, sustainable, natural muscle growth. And, I just want to say it's about being effective. It's not about being perfect. If you're tired of pouring endless hours in the gym, if you feel like you've had zero real progress, maybe you're spinning your wheels, there's a good chance that you might be feeling overwhelmed. There's a lot of conflicting info out there between all these different gurus, diets, and workout routines. If you're tired of calling yourself scrawny, or tired of people calling you scrawny, maybe you're tired of being called skinny or skinny fat, maybe you're tired of feeling actually physically weak, maybe it's affecting your confidence daily. If bulky and cutting cycles just make you fat, squishy, or lose gains. Maybe you avoid social situations, beach, pool, that kind of thing, because you're self-conscious about your physique or what you might look like with your shirt off. Maybe you believe you're a hard gainer and doomed to stay small, then, this video is perfect for you. What I want you to imagine is waking up, looking in the mirror, actually liking what you see. I want you to imagine that you can go outside with unshakable confidence. You're not worried about how other people are looking at you because you're actually a bigger dude now. Imagine clothes fitting the way you want. Imagine feeling strong and capable, knowing that you built this real natural muscle yourself naturally. That's pretty much the goal for this video. If any of this stuff sounds cool to you, sounds interesting, I've got more info just like it in the link in the description below. Feel free to check that out. So, let's go over item number 1. Out of the 2 here, myth of hard gainer or why you're not genetically cursed. This is a big thing a lot of skinny guys deal with. I don't know where it comes from. I think it's from, from the internet telling you guys, like young, natural, skinny guys, that you can blame your lack of size on genetics, when in turn it's not really the case. Let's go over the core idea here. The core idea is really that a lot of skinny guys believe that genetics doom them. But like I just said, this belief is actually a self-limiting belief, and it's actually one of the biggest barriers to growing and actually putting on size as like a young, natural, skinny dude. So, what are the steps here? The steps here are to stop blaming your DNA. I want you to understand that muscle growth principles apply to everyone and anyone. So basically, if you do what I tell you and you do it meticulously, you are going to put on size no matter what. It's inevitable. Basically, I want you to focus on consistency in your progressive overload, not just random effort. So what does that mean? That means actually getting stronger, or actually being able to do more weights at a certain reps at a certain weight. Identifying correct specific flaws in your approach rather than accepting fate. So as a young, natural, skinny dude, you're drug-free, and maybe you've been struggling with this for a couple of years now or some months now. There's a good chance you're doing some things wrong, and that just comes from the lack of knowledge. So once you finally learn how to pinpoint what you're doing wrong and fix those mistakes, then there's a good chance. Well, there's not just a good chance. If you start fixing those mistakes, you're going to put on size. That's inevitable as well. Like I said, if you follow the right steps and do the right things, you're destined to gain muscle no matter what. My own personal story is that, I just told myself for years that I'm just a hard gainer. I can't build muscle, and I kind of used it as an excuse. I eventually broke that mindset, and I learned some proven methods, and I applied them myself. I built muscle naturally, and I did it in pretty quick amount of time, actually, once I finally got over the self-limiting belief that I was destined to be small and skinny forever just because of my genetics, even though that's not the case. Number 2, the simple truth about eating for muscle. No more guesswork. A lot of guys get confused. A lot of skinny, young, natural guys get confused about nutrition, and a lot of the times that often leads to undereating, or for some guys to dirty bulking, and both of those things can lead to you sabotaging your gains as well as causing discouragement. So what are the steps here to fix this? Forget eating everything in sight. Like, that might work for some people, but for a lot of you guys, if you do that all the time, that's just going to lead to you putting on way too much fat, which is also a bad thing, because I'm sure you're tired of being skinny, but being fat is way worse. So learn how to precisely fuel your body. That way you can build lean, natural muscle properly. That's basically understanding your macros and calories that you need daily, and those numbers are going to be different for each individual. If that's something you want to learn, just feel free to hit me up. Strategic meal timing. So this is more about performance in the gym. Basically, that's learning at what point you should be taking in all your carbs. How soon you should stop eating before bed. These are all things that affect your performance in the gym, as well as your recovery outside of the gym too. I used to just shovel down pizza. Yeah, like I'd go to Costco, get a big Costco pizza, and I could eat the whole thing in one sitting. And yeah, although it was going along with the motive of eat big to get big, and it was working, I was getting stronger, I was putting on muscle, but I got super fat. Like, I got fat way too fast. And that will slow your progress down too, because although you're getting bigger, it's going to take even longer to cut that weight down properly. But yeah, in summary, those are the 2 things I want to go over today. The myth of hard gainer, why you're not genetically cursed, and the simple truth about eating muscle for guesswork. Knowing all this stuff is cool and all, and it helps, but it's not the all-in-one solution. If you are looking for an all-in-one solution that makes this whole diet, nutrition, exercise thing for super skinny natural guys super easy, I've got a complete A to Z natural muscle building program. It's literally created and crafted for skinny, young, natural guys who are trying to put on muscle drug-free. Inside, you can find nutrition guides, mindset guides, even comprehensive recovery guides with recovery methods such as like cold exposure, heat exposure, that type of thing. It's also, you'll also get private access to my school community, which is filled with a bunch of guys just like you who are battling the same battles you are. These guys are also skinny, they're also young, and they're also trying to put on real muscle naturally, like once and for all. Guaranteed consistency. You've got active support from me pretty much 24/7. You can text me and reach out to me at any time, and I can help out, answer all of your questions. Basically, I'm just putting this out there because it's a good way to save thousands and thousands of dollars for paying for separate trainers and separate coaches. Why do all that? Why spend all that time when you can just get it from one simple, easy place? Like, this is literally a roadmap that takes you directly to your goals. So if that type of thing does sound interesting, you can hit the link in the description below. Down there, you can book a free one-on-one strategy call with me. It's completely free. It's just some time for us to speak. You can talk about your goals, talk about what's been working for you, talk about what hasn't been working for you. Why do I have this video playing? You can talk about what's been working for you and what hasn't been working for you. We can go over a couple of things, and maybe we can find out if there's a way that I can help you out with your goals. So if that doesn't sound interesting, hit me up in the link in the description below. If not, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.